One of the interesting things about Dublin at that time is, as I said, it was a cultural center. One of the leading lights in Irish religion, faith, culture was a guy by the name of Jonathan Swift, who was an Anglican priest, but who was also Irish. So he was Anglo-Irish. And he was the satirist. He would write leaflets, and he was a brilliant man. And Jonathan Swift is the guy that wrote Gulliver's Travels, which is a satire about the society of his day. Swift was the dean. It really was the dean, and that's like almost like the bishop. But he's the one that ran the cathedral. The cathedral, St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin. He was about a year and a half away from death. He had dementia. He had a lot of health problems, and he was very easily swayed. And he often forgot what he was doing. He'd really declined from the brilliant writer Jonathan Swift and the brilliant theologian Jonathan Swift to this very strange, forgetful, kind of angry old man. And he would listen to whoever talk to him nicely and buy in on what they were saying. And then the next time somebody talked to him, he would totally switch around. And that's what was happening to Swift at the time. And as the dean of the cathedral, he had control of the singers. When Handel was going to do this Messiah, he needed singers. He needed a chorus. He couldn't just go out and hire people. And the professional singers of the day, the professional choirs of the day, were the cathedral choirs. And they needed Swift's permission that these guys, and they were all guys, that the choirs would be allowed to perform in Messiah in a music hall, not the church, and they would connect with a choir of the same kind at Christ Church Cathedral, which is just down the road from them. The two choirs would combine, and that would be the chorus that Handel had for his performance, his debut. And Swift had signed off on it. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. They're allowed to go. Somebody got to him and said, "Hey, Dean Swift, you do realize this is a religious performance, but they're doing it in a music hall." And he immediately, "Oh, well, no, we can't have that. No, not at all." And he canceled it. He canceled their permissions. So now Handel was left with, literally within weeks of his performance, they'd already been promoting it and what have you. And he had no choir. He had no chorus. And so there was a lot of behind the scenes persuading, and Jonathan Swift finally eased up and said, "Oh, all right, I guess they can sing, because it is for a good cause." And this was a charity performance, and it was to support one of the dean's favorite charities. So, okay, I'll let them sing at the music hall because it's going to raise money for my charities. And so he allowed it to go. But yeah, he almost scuttled the whole performance just at the last second.